thing to know for yourself why Jesus went to the cross. It's another thing, though, to hear about Jesus' own experience in doing so, to look in detail at what he had to go through for us. His last days here on this earth were days of pain. They were days of tragedy, days of betrayal, even by his own people, the people of Israel, people who were supposed to receive him as his own. He had intimate companions with him, the 12 disciples. Yet one of these close friends betrayed him for 30 pieces of silver. Judas Iscariot. The Jewish rulers wanted him dead. The Sanhedrin, the governing council, the people who were in charge of leading people to God, sent to have him arrested in the Garden of Gethsemane. And after they condemned him, he was sent to the governing authorities, the Romans again. In the 13th chapter of the Gospel of John, verse 30, these words capture the scene for all mankind, and for Jesus specifically. It was night. Night had overtaken the day. This was the hour of darkness, as it says elsewhere in Scripture. And under the Romans, he was beaten. He was mocked. A crown of thorns pressed into his head. He was scourged. And even then the blood began to flow and his flesh began to be torn. Again, paying the debt is no small thing. But as if these things weren't enough already, then the capstone of his punishment, of his torture. The sin of the world, our sin, our debt, was now placed on him. And he had to bear it. There's a famous story from the Old Testament in which the sin would be transferred to a lamb. And then that lamb would be sacrificed. And this was in order to show that the sin had been transferred and someone else was going to take the guilt for them. This is called the scapegoat. You've probably heard of that word. Well, Jesus is that lamb now, as the Bible says, slain from the foundation of the world. Your and my scapegoat. And on the cross, when he was now separated from the Father, because the Father and him, they had no unrighteousness between them before. Something now separated their union, something between Father and Son. And the feeling of ultimate forsakenness was now upon him. And he said these amazing words while hanging, while suffering. He said of his betrayers, those who put him there, Father, forgive them. They know not what they do. And then he spoke about us and the payment of our debt. He said, it is finished. But for himself, of his anguish that he had to go through in order to provide such a radical solution, and indeed it was that. He said the words, my God, why have you forsaken me? In the Aramaic, which is the language that Jesus spoke back in that day, the words are this: Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani. Again, my God, why have you forsaken me? These are words of despair and words of cruelty. And we need to remember what he had to go through and what that was like, so we understand what it's cost him to set us free.